Nnamdi Kanu barely fits. His health is deteriorating in detention. IPOB leader's lawyer. Welcome to the news end. Please subscribe to our channel. The lawless DSS personnel have remained adamant with the manner in which they treat court orders with levity and disdain. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the lead counsel for the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has criticized officials of the Department of State Services DSS over their disobedience to court orders. Ejiofor, in a statement issued on Thursday, said the health condition of the IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu, is deteriorating in detention as the DSS officials barely feed him. He added that Kanu had not been allowed to change his clothes despite the pronouncement by Justice Binta Nyako of a federal court in Abuja. He stated, in line with the court's order guideline, we conducted a routine visit to our indefatigable client, Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at the DSS headquarters today. Pertinent concerns on legal matters of engaging urgency were frankly discussed with Onyendo, and the outcomes were very fruitful. Onyendo's continued use of the same clothing is increasingly worrisome, as the DSS personnel have blatantly denied him of changing of clothing in the usual flagrant disobedience of court orders. Recall that at the last adjourned date, being the 8th day of April 2022, this issue was raised and the judge ordered that Onyendo's clothes should be taken along by the DSS after the proceedings and should be promptly handed over to him upon their return to the DSS facility. Unfortunately, it is utterly disheartening to note that up until the time of our visit today, Onyendo has not been handed those clothes for a change. Despite a clear and unequivocal directive from the Lordship to the DSS layer to ensure that a court order is obeyed, the DSS, in their usual style, roundly ignored and treated it with the utmost disdain, as they are yet to comply with this recurrent court order requiring Onyendo's change of clothing. We were also reliably informed by Onyendo that his meals are no longer served regularly. Onyendo barely eats once a day, and this situation is not helping his deteriorating medical condition. The lawless DSS personnel have remained adamant with the manner in which they treat court orders with levity and disdain, which is totally unacceptable, as no one is above the law, anyone in the world. Be assured, Chineke, that we in the legal team are not resting on our oars towards ensuring that these infractions are addressed with immediate effect. Consistent with his nature of gratitude, Onyendo thanks you all, millions of his supporters, and Ezigbo Chineke for relentlessly standing tall. It is not taken for granted by Onyendo. Also, Onyendo specifically requested that I inform you all that you are in his prayers always too. Above all, he requests that she should be assured all time that it will end in victory in no distant time. I don't understand. Why are they not giving him a change of clothes? Why? I don't understand. These DSS people, they are meant to enforce law, but they're supposed to create another body to help them enforce law as well. As in, that body now will be to enforce the law on the DSS people. It's not the first time we are hearing that the indigenous people of Biafra's leader, Nnamdi Kanu, the court has actually said, do something, and they did not do. They disobeyed. Like, I don't understand. What is so difficult in giving these people, is in obeying others? What is difficult? What exactly is difficult? The court asked them to do this, they would not do it. It continues like this time and time and time again. And the thing is, The court themselves, they look powerless to these people. They cannot say, okay, if this does not happen, this is what will happen. And this is where the bigger picture of who controls the judiciary. Judiciary to be able to, penalize the DSS now. I don't care. They should be able to penalize them. Penalize them like, why? I asked you to do this and you don't do this. Just like in normal circumstances, this is law. A court's order is law now. It's law. You disobeyed this. There should be a penalty. But instead, nothing is happening. Nothing. It is seeming like even the DSS, they are now above the law. The truth is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knew that this hard time will come, which will later turn to victory for him and Biafra. So no matter how lawless DSS and their partners in crime try, they cannot stop the project of God called Biafra. Onyendu. These evil people don't know how prepared you are because they don't know that Udogu no be guy in him. Okay. The world is watching and God is also watching. My prayer for those suffering this innocent man, because they have power today, is that they will not die, but they will live to suffer for the wicked act. They will live, but they cannot eat. They will live, but they can't sleep. They will live, but they can't walk. Their wicked act will turn nemesis back on them. And at the end, Nnamdi Kanu will be free and Biafra will come. It is very simple. God say change this man's clothes. If you change this man's clothes, your lifespan will not reduce. I don't know. There are some things that normally, if somebody say, I will not do this, you'll be like, will your name reduce? The letters in your name, will it reduce? Or your bank account will reduce? Or, okay, as you are saying you want to be doing this thing now, you don't want to do it. Or will your bank account increase? Or will your life increase? Because get this thing now. Why are you not giving him his clothes to change? Why are you not giving him meals? Because I know that his people will not allow people to rest. They'll be bringing it. So, what exactly did you gain or derive in all that? Sometimes, if somebody shows act of wickedness, they'll be like, kill your gets in way. What did you get from it? Okay. But seriously, Nigerian government is destroying and dividing this country. The more, thinking they're doing Nnamdi Kanu, by the time they realize their mistake, it will be too late for them. We're watching closely as the movie is going on. It's going to end very soon. And the repercussion, because every action they take against this man must have repercussion on the government of the day. That's just it. The only way this thing will happen is if 2023 comes like a dream today. Like, it fast forward, come like a dream. Then somebody that will come in will now say, oh, these people, Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho should be free people. Then they will now come and call for dialogue. That is when people will. But you see these things, people will never forget. On this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.